and this is, Relatch, I'm going to warn you in advance because it's your first time at the caster desk. You're going to have to find a way to talk about interesting picks without leaking your scrims.
Oh.
Yeah, it's
really
tough.
hard,
It's really hard. I'm warning you now because you wouldn't be the first player on the desk to accidentally leak something. But I don't want the Rock to yell at you. So, you know, I'm warning you now. So we've got the Varus bands, Pantheon, Rumble, Jace, Mundo, Cassante, and looking at a first pick Azir.
Been pretty standard thus far. That's what you guys first pick too.
Yeah, like
so.
there is, every mid lane is open actually. They can go Taliyah, they can go Odoamne, they can go Casio, like Nuke. Like, everything.
Did you think the Casio answer to Azir made sense? Because normally you don't really want to play Casio into Azir because you get outranged, but like the Taliyah is much more standard. I feel like Taliyah, Orianna.
Taliyah feels more smooth against Azir, but Nuke played Casio into Azir like first week, I guess.
Yeah.
I think he picked just comfort.
Yeah.
Also, Taliyah was banned in our game, and now as well, I guess.
Yeah. Looking at the options here, though, is it Renekton? I really was hoping we were going to get an Ambessa jungle and a Kiana jungle, because then you would be the most qualified person in our league in terms of stage games to talk about it. Instead, I don't know. You guys obviously will use Ambessa as a flex, I assume. We've only really seen it from you guys in jungle. Is this something that you've seen a lot in scrims, that teams are willing to prioritize the Ambessa jungle more, or should we just assume that this is Tracyn who's getting the Ambessa blind?
I mean, I think Tracyn is really good Ambessa player. They want to give him Ambessa, but now, in this case, I think they should send Ambessa jungle. It looks really hard on top lane into Y Renekton. If he plays this, I respect them.
You think it's a bad idea, but you'd respect it.
Yeah.
Fair enough, fair enough. So, all right, for now, we'll have to wait to see where exactly the Ambessa is going to go. Vi in general, I mean, is there anything that's really changed about Vi since we saw her last time in Pro? Is there anything that stands out to you on the new season? Farm to 6.
I mean, she also has a slow clear, if we hate
some
champions
Q
with
flash.
slow clear.
You know what she does, though?
Actually, Vi has fast clear.
Oh, she does?
Thank you.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, tell him.
You think so? Why are you saying?
Who knows more? Who knows more?
Like,
the guy
Okay, fair enough. Okay, she doesn't have a slow clear. She's weak early game.
Yeah.
Okay.
There
That's
you go.
fine. I think Vi clears faster than Wukong for sure.
Yeah.
There you go.
From Pantheon for sure. Jinza for sure. I'm not sure about Ambessa, Aatrox.
Oh yeah, just faster than every
I feel like you
champion
should
in meta.
know if she clears faster than the 2 champions.
Don't try to dance around on Relatch.
No,
You're out
like-
here just making stuff up, spreading fake. Don't
Okay,
turn it back
okay.
on him.
Well, it's just funny. He says like she clears faster than every champ he hasn't played, and then the 2 champs he's played, he's like.
Yeah, I mean, that's weird. I'm not trying to leak, you know.
Yeah, fair enough.
That's fine.
All right, Aphelios banned, Nico banned, a lot of bot side focus. The Aatrox is banned as well, so I guess respecting the potential for a flex here, or anticipating Sheo might try the Aatrox jungle again. A lot of physical damage on both comps thus far.
I mean, the Nautilus ban makes a lot of sense when you have that Taliyah. Just a really good combo, hook into that Taliyah shove.
Also, they can blind support easily with Nautilus ban.
Yeah. Ooh, Kennen top here as a counter pick into Renekton, putting the Ambessa jungle. When we saw Wonder kind of stomp on the Kennen top into that Renekton blind pick. So definitely a good use of the Ambessa flex. We'll see if Sheo's Ambessa can compete with yours, huh, Relatch?
I think he's really good mechanics as well. Like he can play good Ambessa for sure. Like he played Aatrox yesterday, I think. He was good on it, even though they lost. I think he's really good on Ambessa as well. Like he should be. We will see.
Keep an eye on the early game. Is this kind of just a farm to 6 jungle matchup? Do you expect anything interesting to happen in the first few levels?
I think not really. Both junglers will just try to farm level 6, try to scale.
Because Ambessa doesn't have much like normally against the Vi, you'd think about maybe invading, trying to get 3/4 of the map.
Yeah.
But as Ambessa, you can't really do that, no?
It feels hard to do it with Ambessa because Ambessa doesn't have burst.
Yeah.
Only maze or early fight, so you want to kind of play slow.
Yeah.
Their cooldowns.
Scale up and
Now you're going to lock in the Kai'Sa. Much clearer dive composition, I will say, outside of Kamiloo. Everyone seems pretty ready to just jump into the backline and try to take out ice on this Yunara. Diving into a Kennen, though.
Alistar really good into Kennen.
I mean, it's a very good poppy game here into this Kai'Sa, Vi, Renekton, Alistar. It's not so good into the Azir. Oh, they're going to look for the Rakan instead. I mean, Rakan and Ambessa, very nice combo since they both have so much mobility and they can both follow each other. The only thing is, I think Team Heretics comp is very squishy. You don't really have anybody who can tank the initial engage. So whoever kind of Vi ultis, unless the team is willing to all protect them, they just get one shot.
Yeah, but they need to kill this Azir and Kai'Sa.
Yeah.
Otherwise, like, it's so hard to play. I think this game is gonna be like same as our game. It's gonna be a crab fight. Like whoever gets that crab in jungle gets level 6, and it's like he's gonna be Thanos.
Yeah. All
Ready
about
to take
that
over
level
the map.
6, huh?
Getting that cooldown earlier. What are you looking at? What are you talking about when you're on stage in these kind of final moments? I know your coaches get a couple extra seconds. Are you trying to communicate to your team, like, if you're in this matchup, hey, I'm Ambessa, you're not getting anything pre-level 6? Like, what are the comms like when
not
you're...
like this, but like, you know, both jungles was full clear. Like, you talk about wards, you talk about pettings. Yeah, generally about matchups. Then up to matchups, you organize your petting. Then you...
There you go.
You know about the
first 2 clears is like full planned.
The like faster smite for Drake pathing, where you do a full clear and then you do 3 camps and then you recall, and then you do the 4th camp after your recall. So you get the. Do you think that's a good pathing? Do you think more pros will start doing it?
I think it is really good pathing. I think I did nearly every option.
Yeah.
Like at this try. But like, I think when you get the smite arcades in new season, it's like extra 100 damage as well. It's 1k damage.
Yeah.
It's like if you have double smite, you can one-shot Drake, or you can just get advantage on crab fight. It's really good.
It's very interesting. We'll see if either jungler decides to go for it this game.
I think Sheo misclicked the room by the, he has attack speed.
Oh,
he has electricity. I don't know why.
Yeah, instead of Legend Haste.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit of a strange option. I mean, it's a bit better for the clear maybe, but probably could be a misclick, yeah.
On Besto, you don't auto more than passive, and
Yeah.
with passive you get extra attack speed. So
This is why it's good to have you here, is now when pros do things like accidentally grab attack speed, we can call them out on it. Because we would have let it slide, I'm going to be honest. We probably wouldn't have said anything, and now we know.
Yeah.
When that Q's 0.1 second off away from being useful, when it cost him his life, we'll remember. It was the legend Alacrity.
it can, it happened, it happens.
It is what it is. Keeping an eye on the rest of the map, though. If jungle's not going to be interesting, is there anything that you're looking at? Like top lane, obviously pretty easy to expect Kennen to be super dominant. Bot lane, 2v2.
I'm wondering if they can dive top after full clear. Because Kennen's Ignite, he will trade a lot. And like after full clear, why cannot fight top crab? So he needs to go bot crab. Maybe they can try to dive top.
That's really what you would be looking for if you were the Ambessa of this game, yeah. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. I think in general, when you're playing these kind of top lane champs in jungle, you really want to play more for your winning lane than to ever really cover, right? Like, and try to snowball yourself, because you're as much of a carry as any of the other laners.
Yeah, I think so.
Makes a lot of sense. Maybe looking to set Tracyn up. I don't know. To me, Kennen looks so busted with Gunblade now. I'm surprised more people aren't picking him, but I guess there haven't been a lot of people blind picking Renekton in our league. Maybe less of an immediate option.
And I think the 2 times it has been blind picked, it was both answered by Kennen.
Yep.
So
There you go. Thanks, Jack. Always make me feel smart.
yeah,
Renekton is already half HP, no potion.
we'll see if the dive comes to fruition.
Ooh, at least we should trade
Nice
back.
trade though.
Oof. Does not get better. It's getting its more autos on the escape, though. Can be a little bit difficult.
He knows he will base TP.
How do you feel about your mid laners taking Ghost versus TP? We see a lot of people just taking Ghost, matching Ghost these days.
Yeah, I think because of the new home guard change, when you base, you get like so much movement speed to the lane, and it's like when you have this, you don't need TP, so you can take extra 1 spell. Also in top lane, you get extra TP as well. Like, it's so much OP.
Do you like the new home guards change, or do you feel like it's like dumbing the game down a bit?
I think it is good because game feels faster.
Yeah.
Especially in early game, because I think last year it was after minute 14 that you had home guard.
Yeah.
But now you have it from start of the game.
Oh, here potential gank.
Cool. Yukino looks for the Q, or just doesn't.
Or just walks in.
Yeah.
Looks menacing.
But he made Serin lose Kennen though.
No.
Like,
Warp. I mean, he doesn't have anything else to do, just waiting for the Grump to respawn. We'll be a bit late to it, but not the end of the world.
It's a bit anticlimactic when you buy your Relech and then it's 2 farming for level 6 junglers.
yeah.
Yeah. We didn't warn the teams ahead of time. I should have warned them. Maybe
Yeah.
we would have gotten a little bit more fist fighting. Is there even, I mean, who's the most active early game jungler in the meta right now? Xin? Pantheon? Does anyone not want to just farm for 6? Oh, ult that dot. All in bot lane, Stend.
Maybe Sejuani. No much.
Serin and Kamiloo here are fighting to the death.
Red, Ghost, Flash. Sheo there to follow.
Flash for Flash, crucially.
It is better for Azir. Because they live after 6. More pressure on Taliyah.
Now the all-in fight here. Sheo, the initial shielding failing away as Yukino gets a bit more damage down. Q in, flash from Sheo. Solid. Sheo might have had his cooldowns back up, but instead he had some extra attack speed.
Crucially now with 2 flashes down from Team Heretics, once Kamiloo gets that level 6, it's so easy to play that 2v2 around mid lane.
Yeah, Y6, Azir 6 is like big pressure on Ambessa Taliyah right now.
Yeah. And Tracyn as well really didn't get that top lane lead that we were looking for. Just completely equal CS. Tao had to invest the TP, but is able to crash the wave. And Yukino is flashing in. Oh, barely gets the shield from Sheo.
Yes, Smite, he will get this Grump. Still good for jungle.
Now dash through. Sheo flash over. Oh, okay.
KCB come out swinging with the first blood, but Stend is here.
Oh, they don't know.
No way.
They don't know.
Oh, he doesn't check the bush.
No.
It's a classic mistake. Just don't think to check the bush.
Well, looks like Yukino is going to be getting 6 faster.
Yeah, for sure.
Maybe just a little bit here. How much of a disaster is this in the matchup? I mean, I look at Ambessa and Vi, and in a lot of ways they're so similar in terms of what they provide. That immediate ulti, that access to the backline. The Sheo cooked, I guess.
And Ambessa, you want to finish first item ASAP. Like, with every jungler, but with Ambessa especially. Now he's like 1 camp down, and he lost so much tempo because he died too. So it's gonna be harder to get 1 item. Vi will get faster. It's gonna be really hard. I think KCB will take like Drake or Gubs or mid fight, bot fight.
What's your thoughts on Yukino in general? Because he's been kind of, for me, the shining light of this KCB roster. Like, the one player that I feel like is definitely going to be an LEC one day. Oh, we have a little bit of an all-in top lane, but some trading. But I want to hear your thoughts, like, playing against him. What do you think of him?
I think Yukino, like, mechanically, is really good. I think he also, last year, he improved so much as well. Right now, he's keep improving, and he's playing really aggressive compared to other junglers.
Yeah. That's been the big... He reminds me a bit of 113.
Yeah.
Right? It's just like kind of a psychopath and willing to do things that other people aren't.
Like kinda, like you can say similar.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was playing really aggressive.
Yeah.
It was so hard to play against him.
Yeah.
You need to think about everything. He can invade every camp.
Yeah, I remember like we were scrimming against 113 and then our jungler was doing red buff and then suddenly 113 was just in the bush and he had waited there the whole time and just kills him.
It was really creative.
Yeah.
See if we get more of that creativity here. Yukino, yeah, he's got the advantage. At least Sheo finally has level 6, but he's still pretty far away from first item. I don't know. Getting Sundered Sky early. I guess the same is probably true of Eclipse, but Sundered Sky, just a little bit of a messed up item, I think it's safe to say.
I agree. Sundered Sky, you get so much pressure on my picture.
I mean, just imagine you're Serin, you see Merc Treads, Sundered Sky, Yukino wander into your lane. What do? You just like die. You can't kill that champion.
You just give push and stay under your tower.
Exactly. Helpless in that exchange. I mean, Sheo has been able to start the grubs here, though.
Yeah, it's kind of curious that they're able to get the grubs here for free, even though Kamiloo and Yukino are the stronger duo here, but they're just going to trade it for the Drake where they have all the vision. How do you feel about this trade in this season now? Like grubs for dragon? Because I think before it felt pretty grub favored, but what do you think?
I think like because of game starts faster, your third clear gets like synchronized with like grabs. It's good to trade, but also I think they should have fight because they were stronger.
Yeah.
If you are stronger, you should take the fight. Trading is also fine.
More conservative.
Just like team decisiveness.
Yeah. Which both these teams have had a bit of a rough run, so maybe don't want to take a risk, even if they're favored in the fight, and getting outplayed. Hard to say, though, what the mindset is in those moments.
Taliyah flashes up soon.
Yeah, this kind of feels like a missed window from KCB, the fact that they weren't able to punish the lack of flash on Sheo and Serin. Especially when you have such explosive ultimates like the Azir wall and the ultis.
Tao's in trouble. Speaking of those ultis, there they are. He doesn't quite make it over the wall. The flip back doesn't quite finish the job, and Yukino is here just in time. Tracyn thought he got the fight started, but Sheo's the one who's looking to finish it. Follow up there with the public execution. Yukino versus Sheo once again. Yukino, though, doesn't want to fight in the 2v1. He's still sticking around. The Q flash, the full committal. Serin trying to finish him. He doesn't even have the Sundered Sky. He doesn't need it. The flash from Serin. The follow. Yukino, calm down. The man is rock surfing. He will finally make it out.
He's too fast.
Well played. Relech, thank you so much for joining us. We do need to let you go in a second here to get back to your team, etc. I want to know what your prediction is for the rest of the game. Based on what we've seen so far, tell me what you expect to happen in this one.
KCB wins.
Yeah?
From this state, I think they will win.
Is it all just going to be is it just going to be the Yukino show? Is that what we're expecting?
It's going to be Sundered Sky by Yukino show.
I love to hear it. Relech, thank you again so much. Folks, can we give it up for Relech? Thank you so much for joining us on the caster desk. Great to have you. Catch you in the next one. Overall, not the explosive jungle matchup we were looking for, but I'm glad, Jack, that we got some nice plays around the top side of the map at the very least.
And we did get Ambessa.
And we did get Ambessa.
We didn't get to ask. There's a Death's Dance rush here on this Ambessa.
We also just may have butchered an interview because we just
did we?
We just sent Relech out and he just walked into a shot. Our bad, bro. Anyway, we're continuing on. It's 11 minutes of the game. 900 lead for KCB. Yeah, there's the Sundered Sky. Let's go to Death's Dance first.
Yeah, Death's Dance first. You really never see that. It's a curious pickup. I'm not sure why. I mean, I'm trying to like rationalize it. I mean, you're against double 80 topside. It's nice against that, and just for the survivability. I mean, he's for sure trying to play more of like a bruiser type of Ambessa this game because he's the single front line.
Yeah. You know, I haven't done the math, so I'm not going to be a big hater. It's just that the passives from items like Sundered Sky and Eclipse are so powerful.
I mean, I'm a big hater of Eclipse in jungle because I think the power of Eclipse is its short trades and how much pressure it applies in lane. And I think you're missing out of that in jungle. I think Spear of Shojin would be like an ideal first item on Ambessa, but the problem is the build path is kind of bad and you don't get any CDR until the item is completed. So I know like that's a completed item that would feel great on Ambessa, but it's not a good rush item. Then you could also go something like the Black Cleaver, but that's also kind of bad first item. Sundered Sky on Ambessa doesn't make too much sense. And then you have the lethality options like the Profane Hydra and the Voltaic. But he really can't go full lethality this game because then you have really just 5 squishies and whoever Vi ultis is full GG. So I do like the tanky adaptation error, but it might not be enough.
Immediate ult. Sheo gonna dash away. Should be able to hit the blast cone. Ultis to go unstoppable. Nicely played against Kamiloo's ult. Good reaction from Sheo.
I mean, that's the Death's Dance. It saves his life alongside the Ruby Crystal, alongside some great plays as he gets onto the blasting cone. But it's still a big win for KCB as they're able to take his bot side. And Tracyn now trading up on the top lane. Tao.
Ignite down on the Tao. Tao is in trouble. Empowered auto is there. Q just barely flashed away.
Gonna get out here with his life, but still gonna be Tracyn denying some minions and able to just push him into tower. Tracyn might look to go to cancel the recall, but Prime is there. Sheo onto the Krugs. So still some big leads for Team Heretics as they're able to continue pressuring this top side.
Yeah, for now, plays kind of getting made across the map, mostly to do with the junglers. I like, again, how aggressive Yukino has been. I think that... Oh, sorry. Saw something. Was the wrong thing. Never mind. Focusing back in on the game. Yeah. I like how aggressive they've been. I think it's looked really good. Been very successful for them. Also, gotta say for Kamiloo, there is the added stakes of you're on this new roster. This tier 2 roster is built to develop over the course of the year. After a difficult year in LEC last year, playing against your former team, not an opportunity he might have expected to have because I didn't think he knew about Versus when he signed up for this lineup. So this would be some sweet, sweet revenge if he's able to find the win here, if he's able to take out Serin and take down Team Heretics.
And definitely, especially in the context of Team Heretics, like if this was a Team Heretics that were 4 or 5 wins already, nearly qualified for playoffs, getting a win against them, yeah, it feels nice, but kind of being the linchpin that denies Team Heretics playoffs. Like, Team Heretics can still make playoffs even if they lose this game, but this is a game that you feel like you have to win.
This is, yeah. Okay, we talked about it yesterday on the desk, but when you're playing against a team that is fighting with you at the bottom of the standings,
yeah,
it's just worth double points. You're taking yourself up, you're pushing them down.
You sound like a bully right now.
That is. I mean, that's kind of, yeah. It's when you get to the bottom of the table, it does get a little bit brutal.
Yeah. Push them down. Bring yourselves up.
Bring yourself up. Stand on them. Stomp on, you know.
Yeah, Serin is about to do just that. Let's see it.
Open. Let's see if Tao can survive this one.
It's a classic tower dive.
There. Immediate snare. The flick back does connect. There is some healing to the pull of the week. The Renekton is not going down easy. Flashing from Yukino, looking to lock up Tracyn, but there's no immediate fall damage on the opposite side either. But Kamiloo has finally arrived. Shifting in, getting a bit more damage. The flick is there from Serin, but KCB, they lose the tower. Still managed to turn the play.
We just don't have the damage. Tao buys so much time and is unable to get on top of them there. And that's going to be the Herald for Yukino. And now with 2 dragons and this Herald, well, I might have spoken too soon here as Prime is basing and Tao TP'd bot. Maybe Team Heretics wants to try to contest this. Prime cancel this base. Intelligent of him. And Hazel is rotating as well, but it might be a team fight here.
Sheo, uncertain if he wants to go in. Wall is there, ulti in, and manages to get the smite steal away. Sheo gets the steal, gets the enemy jungler. Bit of revenge for the earlier sequence.
And a huge play from Sheo there, and a great setup from Stend as well, as Team Heretics are able to pull the trigger, get some gold back in their pockets, and get that Herald, and finally breathe some life back into this game. And it's off of the back of the French duo, Stend and Sheo, who's been the lifeblood of this team, and really been the 2 players that we've been looking for, and not finding what we wanted from them, what they had last year, what they built up.
Yeah.
This roster was built around them this year with with a rookie now in the top lane, and with Ice and with Serin. But those consistent members are really the keys if Team Heretics are going to make it to playoffs.
Absolutely the case. And again, this play, nice recognition of a very small window of opportunity. Unstoppable, barely gets in time to steal away the objective.
Ends up falling, and with Tao having TP'd bot lane, crucially, he was not able to join the fight and secure that numbers advantage that KCB needed, as they'd already expended a lot of resources to kill Tracyn up in the top lane.
And I gotta say, if you're on the side of KCB, I think one of the things you always have to be nervous about against Team Heretics is Ice. On this Yunara.
Ice, baby.
We talked about it. You need to be able to kill this champion. Ice, no stranger to playing these late game scaling hyper carries. It was the double Aphelios pentakills last week. He's got a pretty decent advantage that he's been building, mostly in isolation.
It's giving Sivir vibes. Reminding me of last game with just ADC hyper carry building up that lead on his own. Has a really good time playing into enemy team comp. Only really that Vi that he needs to worry about. So as long as Yukino's not able to lock him up, he can kite out the rest of KCB's lineup. Not as easy of a game as the Sivir game in the last one, but still one where Ice can show a lot of skill expression and show that he belongs in that top tier ADC discussion.
At this point, it's going to be calm. Similar to the Sivir game, I imagine that the Yunara team is pretty content to keep farming, although I doubt they want to give up their red buff. Sheo wandering in, Serin is here as well. I think it's already gone.
It's already gone, and it's a great vision from KCB. Just able to get that deep vision really quickly to spot Sheo out at all times. Stend wants to look for Hazel and try to regain some vision of their own.
I mean, it's got to be frustrating if you're watching...
Oh, they're putting the Herald.
KCB
yeah,
from LFL, knowing that this is a team you're going to have to deal with at some point.
True. And now they get the mid tower. I mean, I think their scoreline might be 1-6, but the circumstances of this team and the story of this team is still really impressive. And this is, for all intents and purposes, an ERL team.
Yep.
So, and not just in the sense of like Los Ratones that is an ERL team. No, this is players that have barely played in ERL. Hazel came from 2nd Division France. Kamiloo came from 2nd... Oh, he played no EC.
He played no EC.
But,
come on. Yeah, you don't...
And then Tao came from 2nd Division France as well. Like, these are players that are really, really young, really new to... Not just, like, LEC, they're new to competitive League of Legends in general. So these are names that I think we can look forward to in the future as joining LEC one day, and this is the same for Yukino as well, that we've been touting a lot and had a great performance this game, and we really want to see him keep that up as we head into the third Drake here. It'll be the third Drake for KCB, crucial for them to secure them. Well, really got our eyes on Yukino here and see how he can play this team fight.
Tao.
I was looking to face check here.
Knockup is there. Tao doesn't even have time to ult thus far. Finally gets the dominance off. Flashes back right into the ulti coming in from Sheo. KCB really don't have the damage to return, and the Dragon's going to reset as well.
Tracyn off on the flank here. Really good spot with this pink ward.
They have spotted him out. Yukino marking him, immediately going to ult in, but where's the follow-up damage? It's Hazel flying in as well, but they've all been caught in the Kennen ultimate. They're getting the decent response. Now Serin is here to try and follow up as well. Yukino already taken out of the fight. Diving into the Kennen might not have been the right choice. KCB. Did we cast Recursive? Is that a curse?
KCB, they find the Kennen, but Team Heretics are willing to collapse, and they're able to do so. And they just don't have enough damage to take down the Kennen and get out in the same moment. Hazel not being able to flash that Taliyah W, and Taliyah in general having the wall to join the fight so quickly. It's going to be Cloud Dragon going over to Team Heretics. That gold lead that KCB had so painstakingly built up now, it's completely shifted.
Completely gone. And again, you see the initial start here, looking favorable for Team Heretics, getting a lot of what they want in this quick little fight.
It's a good angle from Team Heretics. The fact that they enter through bot side, I was not expecting it. So he ends up face checking, and Yukino recognizes that now they can't win a straight up team fight. They need to find the Kennen. They do find him, but they take so long to kill him that at that point Serin can join the fight. And we're on to the next play now, as Tao seems to be caught in the bot lane.
The plays are not stopping at the very least. Tao's going to get a stun. Team Heretics just going to walk him down. And I got to say that the first exchange between Sheo and Yukino, very Yukino favored. He did a lot of work there, but now Sheo, second item, getting the healing, not going for something like the Eclipse. Not as often that we see, you know, the Sundered Sky on the Ambessa, but it's really working out as Tracyn hoping to find the angle, flashing over the Emperor's Divide. Kamiloo buying an extra second with the Seekers.
Not much more than that.
That was a bad Seekers, but good pick coming in from the side of Team Heretics.
It's fine. He'll finish the Zonias now. But I think it's at least some... I mean, it's kind of just Team Heretics across the board, to be honest. I was thinking that that's KCB that made a play, but no. It's Tao and Kamiloo getting caught back-to-back. And that's when you really know that the game is in a dire strait, when they can make a play on bot and on top side. Because typically, you really need to divest all your resources into one side of the map.
Yeah.
And then when you do so, you leave the other map more unattended and more vulnerable. But if you can get advantages on both sides, then you just choke the enemy out and make it so difficult for them to play.
Yeah, the only gold lead KCB has right now is less than 100 gold, and it's Yukino individually, while Ice almost 2,000 ahead. Very quickly going to be completing his third item.
Is Kai'Sa a bait pick? That might be the conversation.
That, you know, it's a clickbait title, but I think it's a good discussion. And right now it's looking like the answer is yes.
Jumping up.
Sheo does not take damage. We were skeptical of the death stance earlier, but given that he just refuses to die, it seems like it's paying off nicely. Not sure about that play, but Hazel is here to find the initial backup. Prime also going to get into the fight as well. Stend now running for his life. It's a complete fist fight on the top side. Here comes the Kennen. He's got the scrubs on. We're going to send him to the morgue, but won't find the angle to get the fight. KCB, bring more members. They managed to make it work.
This was so messy. I needed a replay. Like, I thought at first KCB was winning, then I thought Heretics was winning, then I thought KCB was winning, and then kind of looked like Heretics was winning. But then KCB got one kill, and just Sheo died. So it starts off with Sheo jumping in the wall, and then Sheo recognizes, I take no damage, I can go forward. And then I thought to myself here, when they get the Ambessa ult onto Yukino, they would just turn on him. But then Yukino's able to ulti in, and then Hazel goes in, but again, a 3-man Rakan W, but it's just Kennen and Yunara are so far away. And then Kamiloo goes in, but he's not able to finish Stend, so he has to flash out. And then Ice doesn't want to chase in because he has no vision, so it ends up being a free kill for KCB.
Well, Sheo's killable, we've learned.
Slowly, yeah.
Takes some time, but it does happen. And the good news is Hazel, as a result of that fight, has a bit more money in his pocket, gets a little bit more magic damage, which is nice against the Death Stance and now the Seekers that Serin has just picked up. But it is little Laure Doms from Ice.
Yeah, 3 items on Ice this game. He's going to be an absolute menace. So Hazel, once he gets that third item as well, he's going to AP Kai'Sa, so he's going to be able to poke a little bit. We'll see if he's able to land any of those crucial Ws before the fight starts. As we're looking forwards to the next objective here, 1 minute for the Cloud Dragon. That's what both teams are posturing for. That's why they're setting up this river wanting to fight.
True. This time it'll be an objective. The last 3 or 4 fights have been random points on the map for...
Yeah. Wow, that might be a random point on the map as Prime gets Taliyah comboed, but Team Heretics
holds onto his ulti for a long time. Is now finally going to use it, hoping to make his way out. Has he baited the fight? Stend is retreating. Yukino, Hazel goes over the wall, is looking to follow up onto Ice. Ice does a heck of a lot of damage, but he's forced to dash back. Excellent start ahead of the Drake. They're down Stend.
I loved how Yukino played that. He ulted in and immediately recognized that he needs to pressure Ice and flashes on top of him and then starts charging the Q. So Ice needs to back off and Hazel following him as well. Crucially though, they used both Vi ult and Kai'Sa ult and Alistar ult before this Drake fight, so they might just have to give it over to Team Heretics. But let's see what KCB decide to do here.
I mean, 6 seconds on Stend with home guards. He'll make it here pretty quickly.
The problem is just the ultimates, as that Stend TPing in with the unsealed spell.
No ult, but he does have a flash. Tau! Wandering in, thought they had the vision advantage. Sheo now on the chase, but Prime, they know he has no ulti. Luckily, he does have the flash and can escape.
KCB got to get the hell out of dodge. I mean, that's your team comp without ultimates is just not useful. You need that Vi ult, you need that Kai'Sa ult. It's a crucial mistake by Tao to face check there. Luckily, none of them end up falling. There's no Nash threats on Team Heretics. But that's when you really see that inexperience start to play in from KCB, as they still want to look for the fight, even when they don't have their ultimate, when their comp completely relies on those ultimates to actually function.
Yeah, bit of a misstep. Weren't able to turn that small advantage what they earned earlier. Taking Stend out cost them a bit too much, and now as a result, they've lost the Drake as well. 2 clouds to an Infernal and a Mountain on the side of KCB, but it's really more the gold lead, as well as the additional grubs. And again, Tracyn on a side lane, really frustrating to deal with. The same is true of Serin to a certain degree. Grub buff definitely paying off.
It's a big CS lead actually from Kamiloo onto Serin this game. It's just farming up in a side lane. Sheo. Can we say Sheo at this point? Like,
okay, so I think that there needs to be...
We need to redo the ideas we have about what is good farm. Because
they changed the game.
Yeah.
So I think either the balance team or one of the math people in League of Legends, talking about the Game of Legends guy, the Oracle's Elixir guy, Tim, Hayden, our stats guy. We need you to get together
and tell us what is good.
And tell us what Chovying is in 2026, because we need new benchmarks. We can still call it Chovying. I think that's fair. Same way we'd still call it a Flame Horizon, but we need new benchmarks.
Yeah, I agree with that.
If someone's already done the math and we missed it, just link it to us.
It would be interesting to see as well, like, what is the average CS per minute now compared to last?
True.
Like, how much higher is it? I've been seeing ADCs have a lot more 11 CS per minute, and before that was pretty rare. Like, ADCs would used to have like 10 point something or 9 point something, but 11 was like, if you had a really, really good game where you could just farm. But now it's like, kind of get that every game. Like, in this game, you have 280 on Hazel.
A new AD carry starts in 2026, and they're like, how did ADs used to get only 9 CS per minute? Are they terrible? Like, they're so bad. Why do people think these guys are good?
You watch a game from like season 5 and you're like, what's going on here?
Why is he so broke, and why doesn't he have any minions?
Yeah.
Why aren't they just home guardsing out to the objective? I don't understand.
Yeah.
What do you mean they have to plan 2 minutes in advance? Different times.
Yeah.
We're in the Zoomer era. Soon, WASD will be in ranked, and we'll be losing to Fortnite players.
That's literally just your dream. Like, Drakos will not stop talking about how he needs WASD.
Bro, I'm just saying, you think Jojo Pune is good now? Wait until he can return to the Fortnite control scheme of his origin story. Come on.
I do think WASD Cassiopeia can be really OP. Because you know they nerfed the WASD with making it like kite slower.
Yeah.
But on Cassio, you don't have that restriction, and you still want to move around a ton.
So Zeri also then.
Zeri is nice as well, yeah. Because the attack speed, like it's 1.5 is when the attack speed gets nerfed, and Zeri's max attack speed is 1.5. As Tao here finds Sheo, but no, 2-pound
Sheo, good damage thus far, living for quite some time. Hazel looking for an angle to come into the fight. Tracyn trying to make his way out. Oh man! KCB,
they come out swinging.
That they do it. Just overconfidence from Sheo and Tracyn. They thought for sure that they could pull the trigger. We even have a Seekers on Tracyn. I'm not sure if he picked that up after the death, but didn't get an angle to use it. Didn't ulti, and now it's the runway is clear for Baron.
Yeah. mean, Serin and Stend here, they want to try to find a miracle play, but it's going to be so difficult. 3 versus 5. Tao.
You have Kai'Sa, Azir. Surely you just shred this.
Yeah. Serin goes for top
for
wave.
Stend? Maybe a smiter? Nope.
That's not for KCB. Big mistake by Sheo and Tracyn there. They thought they had the numbers, but they disrespected Hazel with the Kai'Sa ult. And Yukino just keeps impressing with this confidence. It starts off with Tao here, looking like he's a little bit caught by Sheo, gets chunked, but then crucially Yukino CCs Sheo, immediately goes onto Tracyn, and with Hazel on the Kai'Sa, that's a one-shot. And then they're able to move to the Nasher, pick that up. We'll see how they're able to use it here as they look to break this mid tower.
But we got to throw some shade at Team Heretics there, because Ice, Serin, and Stend were in Narnia. Like, what are you doing going in 2 people with Fog of War? You only see 1 person catching a wave. I think it was, I can see after the initial damage spike why they'd like to play, but the big risk is now Ice has been caught. They're forcing out the ulti, and
Yukino, his ulti was, I think, 2-3 second cooldown. If he had that ulti there, Ice was definitely dead.
But even then, with no ulti, the next fight for Drake, yeah, they're expected to get with Baron anyway, but this, again, the pathway forward is so clear for KCB.
Yeah. A really stellar game from Yukino here, and this goes into a lot of the criticism that we've had for Team Heretics. It was Sheo and Stend that we really expected to step up in the crucial moments, and Sheo is gapped this game. Yukino has had his numbers throughout the whole game, and it's just continuing to outplay and outmaneuver and outpressure Sheo.
Yeah, 100% kill participation, 5-1 and 4, stellar game from Yukino, and it's a good point because I think we so often hear from the Team Heretics camp, you know, we need time, we're planning, we're developing, but I feel like they've been developing for 3 years now, and you really need to be able to show that progress. And while there's a lot of new players on this roster, you got to be able to hold the OG core to a higher standard.
Yeah, I agree. I will not say more.
That's fair.
I was not developed.
Yeah, I forgot. It's my bad. My bad. Forgot you were there in the womb with him for a while.
I failed my development.
Yeah, it's okay. Now you're developing as a caster.
Yeah.
We're all happy for that.
Developing in a different field.
Sure. Not so much in ERLs, but, you know, the caster desk.
Yeah, maybe they were right.
Yeah. Well, good news is you can save that trauma for a different day. As Yukino just wants to fight forever. That one did not work as well. He's going to hold on to his GA, but respect that he's so aggressive. Sheo on the chase, though.
A bit optimistic, that one, definitely. They nearly got Stend, but with the ultimate and with the heal, he's able to get out. Prime out, Ice.
Double dash. Ooh.
Wait a
now
minute.
Ice just keeps chasing.
Has the dash up in 1 second. Can look to dash forward here.
Dash in. Cow debating if he can turn. Wall coming down. That.
Big damage from Ice here as Serin is going to look for the flick onto Prime. Does he land it?
Nice side steps on Prime. Oh, he's just scooting his boot out of there. And look. I mean, good punish from Team Heretics. Good awareness from Ice, but KCB got the blood in their eyes. They're a little too excited.
Yeah.
The play on top side, I understand fishing for the pick, just hoping to get that quick kill, but there's not really a big objective to transition into. And then in mid lane,
the same.
The same. Yeah, the Stride Breaker really just thought they could get more out of Ice.
Yukino might be in trouble here.
Yukino caught, but they're happy with just the red. Yukino fouling Kamiloo in the area. Sheo has to be a bit careful. You can see the blue trinket coming down because they don't want to wander into a Kennen. Bot wave already pushing up a bit. Ice going to try to clear mid. This has become an incredibly close game. It has been really back and forth. There have been moments of clear control from KCB, and despite a positive start with the Vi, moments of clear control from Team Heretics. You can see the damage favors them a lot, but
I mean, gold is completely even, and I think in general when you watch this game, you can both see the problems that Team Heretics have been having and the problems that KCB have been having, which I think makes this game really fascinating. The fact that KCB, they always tend to push for a little bit too much. They always get a little bit over-eager, which is so common with rookies and inexperienced players that they don't fully know their limits. But you have like 2 types of rookies, I feel like. The rookies that they go for a little bit too much, and the ones that get too intimidated and they don't go for enough. And I love that KCB is going for too much because it's so much better to develop from that standpoint and so much more exciting to watch. And then Team Heretics, it's just Sheo and Stend, the players that we're really looking out for and really holding to a higher standard, are not performing to the standard that we need them to do. But Ice and Serin this game have been really good carries, really stable. Ice finding angles even when he's being pressured has led them to still being equal in the game, despite their struggles in the early phase. And we'll see if it's enough. I think Ice and Serin, they do have the damage to carry team fights, but Tracyn and Prime have such good engage that it's a hard game for Ice to play.
Ooh, Serin's spidey senses were tingling there.
Yeah.
He walked too far forward, likely would have been the Vault Breaker. Into an ult, Tau to follow. Plus Team Heretics now ready to cover. And I think it's a good call out. A lot of pressure on Ice, I think, because he's been given clearly so many of the resources. You can see Serin only 288 CS, Ice 414. Every time there's a big wave, it seems like Ice has been the one catching it. Have to watch it back. Maybe Serin did just miss a few waves. Maybe Team Heretics have been mismanaging their side lanes, but it does seem like a deliberate effort to just give all of the money to the Yunara.
This is more farm than Sandy had last game? My fish brain can't quite remember.
I don't think so, because we were like 28 and he was already 380, right? 350?
Yeah.
Hard to keep track these days.
He had a lot of farm. But this is also a lot of farm. 420.
Hey.
So the average CS minutes for tier 1 ADCs is 10.1 right now. That's definitely way up than it was before.
Those are some inflated numbers.
Yeah. It's an inflated season, huh?
There you go.
Oh, Hazel being TP'd on behind here. Tracyn looks for him.
Oops, season might be inflated, but Hazel's the one who looks like he might get blown up. All up there from Tau, immediate ulti of the wall from Sheo, and they managed to take him down. Importantly, the Yunara, untouched, doing whatever he wants. Kamiloo now trying to turn it back, trying to make the difference. KCB holding, waiting over the wall. Keep your eyes on Kamiloo because no one is on top of this Azir. The Baron is shredding everybody, and Kamiloo just keeps on going. Serin now ready to follow. They shift out. Ice, does he want to go over the wall? Manages to get the slowdown. Serin hoping to get a little bit more, but Yukino, Kamiloo still living. Down goes the Baron and his Team Heretics to secure.
And Team Heretics completely turns the game around, and it's all off the back of Tracyn as he TPs on an incredibly deep ward here and finds Hazel in his own jungle. And Hazel, caught lacking here, wants to flash over the wall, but then he's in the Baron pit, and even though his team is there, he gets CC chained and immediately dies. And then after this, Team Heretics can just fight them from over the wall, and only the tanky members of Team Heretics has to fight them.
We're not talking fighting yet. Yukino's dead.
Wait,
Kamiloo's still fighting, hoping to fight Serin, but Tracyn's moving in the shield. The Ember's about to push it back. Kamiloo!
Oh! That's revenge!
That is revenge! That is personal! Stend is coming in, though.
Oh, he has the red buff.
Ulti, 100 to 0 the Azir. Support plus 420 gold. He's blazing him.
Oh my god, Prime wants to do the same,
no,
but he doesn't have the damage.
What are we watching?
Okay, Prime saw Stend 1v1 and got a little bit too excited, but he forgot that the target was 200 HP. Something like that. Or maybe he wanted Kai'Sa to ult and then Kai'Sa didn't have range.
It bangs, but I'm not sure what it is. Kamiloo, incredible play here. I see the logic. It does cost Yukino's life as he is way too keen to kick that off.
And Yukino has no ulti here, so as soon as he gets flicked back and Tracyn is there, he immediately ends up falling. But Kamiloo here does so much damage. Flashes forward. Boom. So much damage.
That was so much. Yeah, and there we go. Bam. Bam, bam.
Support is ult balanced.
Support.
And then I...
Nah, support's bad. Support, and then we're right back to thinking support's pretty balanced.
ADC is so weak.
Look at that smile. You could put that after any play and I'd believe it.
Yeah.
This one just happens to be a good one.
Kamiloo, his whole team could get aced, and that would be the replay.
Well, the nice thing about the gold at the bottom of your screen is we see a very clear story, which is it's Ice versus Kamiloo.
Yep.
Ice.
Ice has the Sonias. Very intelligent pickup here up against the Vi. Denies that ulti completely. And Yunara has some nice AP ratios, so I really like that. Very nice.
There it is. Okay. Despite a 3K gold lead from Team Heretics, I don't know if it matters much. Both teams are at soul point. We do have a 3-minute period of downtime, an intermission. So if you need to go to the bathroom, now is the time, because short of, actually I take it back, because these teams have been fighting for no reason constantly. You cannot leave, stay in your seats. Normally, we would say 3 minutes. There's an objective, everyone's going to chill, they're going to push waves, nothing is going to happen unless someone overextends.
Also, Team Heretics still has Nash. It feels like a fever dream a little bit that they still have it, but...
They've got this wave. This is it. This is the final Nash wave.
Yeah, but this might be the wave that they fight on as Prime TP's back into the mid lane. Yukino is looking for a flank here. Fight, fight, fight. It's coming.
Oh my god, they're on Baron right now.
Yeah. No, guys, they're getting sold. No.
Yeah. Oh. Sheo kicks off. Yukino trying to get the vault breaker. Does still get stunned up. Will get flicked right back. And that's the pick they were looking for. Still too far away from objectives to transition into much more, but definitely a nice pickup to have. 60-second death timers at this point in the game.
We're getting late game. It's nearly 40 minutes. It's not going to result in any objective though, as Kamiloo is pushing in this mid wave. They do have a very deep ward for a potential TP behind. But it's just going to be Kamiloo getting this mid tower and running away.
Keeping our eyes on the potential flank wards here, though, I will say, just because.
Yeah,
look,
I like those.
Yeah, like we got some of this, some of that. This one probably doesn't matter, but I'll highlight it because it's there. So.
What is important though is that Kennen has no TP.
Yep. So those wards don't matter. Thank you, Jack.
So if Kennen
he'll eventually have TP.
Yeah.
So we'll keep our eyes on future flank wards. That's just what a flank ward looks like.
Yeah.
So
in case you were wondering.
Tau, not so many flank wards. But Renekton getting flank does matter. Again, just keeping Ice locked up for any amount of time makes the team fight that much easier. Does not have a cleanse, even if he does have the Zhonya's, so Renekton stun could do a lot of work.
Tau is getting melted in the team fight at only 3 items. This is a 6-item ADC. This is an ADC dream right now. I'm kind of excited just to see the team fight, just to see how much damage Ice will do.
I'm such a fanboy, man.
I mean, it's not often that we get to see the 6 items plus boots. I want to see it. What can I say? I mean, one of the items is Sonya's, so that doesn't really, like, he has AP ratios, yes,
okay.
But...
Also, as a side note,
okay.
What is the point when you tell your AD carry to stop taking money? Because I know they need to push and pressure is important, but like Ice is
habits, bro. Like for sure.
But like, look at this man.
Yes,
this money is just getting deleted.
Yes, like Ice should probably.
This guy is Jeff Bezos right now, bro. He doesn't need any more.
Yes, our human brains just need more always.
What is he spending the money on, bro?
Okay, but it's just habit. You know, you're used to pushing the mid wave, and then what really should be is like people are more assertive. Like Serin should be like, no, you're full build. Let me push the wave. So it's really Serin's fault.
That's fair. Serin now is catching the wave, so that's good. The money's going to the right place, where it's needed.
Tau with the TP flank has a big shield.
Void Seeker.
Yukino,
really looking for that flank. KCB has to be really careful about grouping. Tracyn looking for a flank, wandering off the side, but he's not sure if there's vision in the brush, doesn't want to overcommit. Blue Trinket spots Tracyn. Now KCB know that they can move up. Tau trying to mark him on the side. Wall going over the top. They might just want to 50-50 it on the objective. Force Yukino in. Flick back is connecting onto Tau. Yukino hoping to get the smite, but it's Sheo who secures it.
Tracyn!
Oh, and then it's Tracyn in the back line. The instantaneous follow. Kamiloo forced to go golden, but maybe he'll be able to make it out. But no, the flick back is there. Ice ready to take over. Going all out for the triple. The Cloud Soul empowering him. The quadra. He got 2 last time. He wants one more Penta. The slow. One more. Oh no, they want to steal it from him, guys.
Is he going to steal it?
They're going to steal it. No, they can't. He's too good. Penta!
Ice is Mr. Pentakill himself, as it's a beautiful ulti from Tracyn that sets up that fight, sets Ice up for success. 11-0, nearly 500 CS on this Yunara. Maybe Team Heretics was just Ice all along.
Ice, Prince of Pentas in the league, no doubt. They're going to camp the fountain.
2 Pentas?
2 Pentas? Double Pent? There's no way. They're going to end the game now. No. They just really wanted to kill Prime again. Team Heretics, a back and forth game. Was it clean? Maybe not. Was it explosive? Most certainly.